The majority of the people who joined the crypto industry are there because they heard that the Bitcoin went 20x during the previous bull run, or that there are many coins that went even 1000x in a much shorter time frame, and that some people turned their $1,000 investment into millions or even billions of dollars. In the end, 90% of them decide to quit after they experience some initial lose because they don't understand the game they participated in. Today, I will go through some of the things that hindered my gains along the way and some principles that I'm applying today in order to get to 7 figures one day. Hello everyone, my name is Željko and welcome to Crypto Grid. I started going to the gym when I was 16, today I'm 35 and I actively compete in powerlifting for the last 10 years, and I also owned a gym in Serbia for the last 7 years. So why am I telling you all this? Because today when I look at the people in crypto, it's the same as when I look at the people in the gym. Everyone wants to look good and get ready for the summer, and they start going to the gym in April or May to look good for the June, instead of taking enough time and looking at the summer of the next year. The same applies in crypto. Everyone wants to be there and take the gains in the bull market, but they are not ready to put the time into the markets and effort in researching and learning about the industry, and be patient when it comes to waiting for the bull market, and realistic as well when it comes to the potential returns. Second, in gyms people don't want to do squats and deadlifts, heavy compound exercises in general. Instead, they are looking for easier solutions like machines that will give them suboptimal results as well. The same thing happens in crypto. People don't want to put effort into research, education, and difficult things. Instead, they prefer following other people's advice. And in crypto, this is even worse because you won't have fewer gains. You will often experience large losses because of that. Most often, people actually know what they should do, but they are either too lazy or too impatient to actually follow that. The third thing is so many young kids, but even older dudes, want results in the gym fast, so they opt for shortcuts like peptides, SARMs, steroids, and other things that would speed up their progress, instead of putting 5 years of hard work into training and nutrition to achieve the results that they desire. Similarly, in crypto, people would rather buy access to paid signals and try to gamble with 100x leverage, or buy some small caps, than accept that the growing your portfolio is a long-term game that starts with building good habits and knowledge over time. Lastly, people often wonder why they don't see any results in the gym, and this is often related to bad nutrition or sleep and not to training directly. Same in crypto. If you are overwhelmed with other things in your life and you are not living a good, healthy lifestyle that allows you to have a high focus, it is very likely that you can misjudge some situations and end up making some very bad decisions along the way. This is why you can often hear people talking about the psychological aspects of trading, and this is really something that people often underestimate and think that they can just push through. So maybe the most important thing to achieve success is to be realistic with yourself, your goals, and be realistic with your expectations. How much time are you willing to devote to learning and education? Do you have a stable passive income from another source that will allow you to devote 5-6 hours per day? Or do you have a job with 8 working hours 6 times a week and you can spend maybe 1 to 2 hours daily on this? How well is that time actually spent? Some people are obviously much better at identifying gaps and potential opportunities, and for them, it's easier to focus on the right things and they need to spend less time overall to achieve the same or even better results. Are you looking to become a millionaire through crypto, or you're looking to save a few $100 for a new phone? With how much knowledge are you coming into this? Do you have previous experience with investing? Are you familiar with new technologies? How you can leverage the things that you have done in the past in crypto markets? What is the performance of some big asset management companies? Are you willing to do hard work and spend a few years in this before you achieve any meaningful returns? Even though many people see crypto and blockchain as a get-rich-quickly scheme, you should really ask yourself all these questions before you join and before you start investing more aggressively. Starting small will always be one of the key things to preserve the capital, and knowing when you can be more aggressive is something that will come up with time. One thing that was very difficult for me to accept at the start is that there is no best indicator. There is nobody that will give you 100% accurate predictions or whether the market will go up or down. There is nobody that will give you the next 100x coin. Everything that you do in crypto is a game of probabilities, which means that nothing is 100% certain and there are no guarantees. Maybe the only thing in crypto markets that is certain is that the Bitcoin price will continue trending up if you take a long enough time frame. If you disagree with this, I don't know why you are even watching this video. When you start consuming content on socials, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, or something else, be aware that this content is usually a part of the sales funnel, and that's okay as long as someone is posting real things from which you can learn something and that can benefit you. I always like to take Alex Hermosi here as a great example. Pretty much all the things and the content that he's doing is free, helping people to grow their businesses, and when you become his potential customer, which is at like 10 million of yearly revenue, he already helped you a lot. The issue with influencers in crypto markets is that a lot of people will try to sell you something without even letting you know that their product might not be for you if you have a portfolio that is lower than 10k, for example. Buying some data access, insight, and access to ask some questions you are interested in is great, but you should always ask yourself what is the value that you're getting out of it, especially now when we are still not in a bull market and everyone is selling something in order to accumulate as much Bitcoin for themselves. Often it happens that influencers sell signals, the next 100x coins, or in general, false expectations within viewers in general. Honestly, these are the things that perform best on socials. Everyone is looking to transition to full-time trader and everyone wants to buy the next 100x coin. But most likely, if you read it or saw it from someone that has 1 million followers, most likely is that they will sell the asset before you and use you as exit liquidity. Two things that I see really often lately are that people are pushing specific altcoins even though they're down like 80% of them, and it is often paid ads without them letting you know that. Or they promote daily trading without being transparent about their P&L or any performance of the strategies that they are presenting to you. So, always seek transparency and question the intentions of the person on the other side. It's sad to say this, but unfortunately we are still at that stage in crypto. During the bull markets, it's super easy to make profits, but now people often miss these times and sometimes they do dishonest things in order to keep making profits. The last thing that everyone underestimates is security. Everyone hopes that Binance or other centralized exchanges won't fail, that the protocol on which they stake 80% of their portfolio won't be exploited. I know this because it happened to me. I always thought that if I lost money in crypto, it would be because I bought some asset, a Terra Luna, or I get over leveraged, or that I forget to set a stop loss on some of my trades. I never expected it to be because of the platform exploit, and that costed me a lot. This is why today I always tell to people to buy some hardware wallet pretty much at the same moment when they decide to join crypto. Often people who don't know anyone who went through it don't take it seriously, but this is, in my opinion, even the bigger reason than regulations why crypto is not growing faster. For people who want to have millions in crypto, obviously they don't want to store assets in their homes, they don't want to store it in the bank. Holding it spread across various places causes too much trouble, so we might need to come up with some better solution for this in the future. But still, you're much safer if you custody your own assets than if you let someone else do it. At least for the reason that they can't do whatever they want with your assets as FTX did and many other exchanges, for example. So just by taking these few things seriously and applying them on your journey will save you a lot of money in the long run and allow you to be better positioned for the future. Don't do stupid, high risk shit. Learn something new every day, be as analytical as possible, take investing seriously. Always start small and keep your assets safe. If you're still watching, I appreciate your attention, and please write what mistakes you made or anything that comes to your mind, since it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please consider subscribing and stay strong and healthy. Bye. See you in the next video.